Bruce Lee, the Dragon, the legend, the man who changed martial arts forever. From jaw-dropping speed to unstoppable power, Bruce Lee kung fu fights were like something out of a movie, except they were real. But what made him so different? What secret techniques did he use? Stay till the end as we break down Bruce Lee's most famous fights and analyze his unbeatable fighting style. 1. The foundation of Bruce Lee's style. Before we jump into his most famous fights, let's first understand what made Bruce Lee's style so unique. Bruce Lee trained in Wing Chun under the legendary Ip Man. But he didn't just stop there. He studied boxing, fencing, and even Western wrestling. He combined all these styles to create Jeet Kune Do, a martial art that focused on speed, adaptability, and efficiency. Unlike traditional martial arts, Bruce Lee's fighting style was all about being direct and explosive. He believed in hitting first and hitting hard. 2. Bruce Lee vs. Ohara, Enter the Dragon. One of the most intense fights in Bruce Lee movies was against Ohara in Enter the Dragon. Ohara was bigger, stronger, and mean-looking, but that didn't matter to Bruce. He used a combination of speed, footwork, and precise strikes to completely destroy his opponent. Watch closely. Bruce Lee uses a lightning-fast sidekick to send Ohara flying. This isn't just any kick at a Jeet Kune Do sidekick. Unlike traditional kung fu, Bruce Lee kicks were straight, powerful, and explosive. He didn't waste time with fancy movements, he struck directly with maximum impact. 3. Bruce Lee vs. Chuck Norris, Way of the Dragon. Now this is legendary. Bruce Lee vs. Chuck Norris in Way of the Dragon is one of the greatest martial arts fights in film history. But what made this fight so unique? Bruce Lee used his agility to dodge Chuck Norris' attacks while studying his opponent's weaknesses. He adapted on the spot, switching between different fighting techniques. Notice his use of the stop hit, a Jeet Kune Do move where he intercepts an opponent attack before it even lands. Bruce Lee's speed, flexibility, and ability to predict his opponent's moves made him nearly unstoppable. 4. Bruce Lee vs. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Game of Death. Now this was a challenge like no other. In Game of Death, Bruce Lee faces off against a 72 giant Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. With such a huge height and reach difference, how did Bruce Lee fight back? Bruce Lee used his intelligence. Instead of trying to trade punches, he attacked Kareem's legs, chopping him down little by little. This is a perfect example of how Jeet Kune Do isn't about brute force, it's about strategy and adaptability. 5. Real-life Bruce Lee fights. But what about real life? Did Bruce Lee actually fight outside of movies? The answer is yes. Bruce Lee was known to fight in underground matches, challenge martial artists, and even spar with top-level fighters. One of Bruce Lee's most famous real-life fights was against Wong Jackman, a traditional kung fu master. The fight lasted only a few minutes and Bruce Lee won.